How's it going, guys? Welcome back to These Stocks Will Make You. And today we're coming back. So I've done these videos in the past. I've taken a little break and we're back right at it. Still been trading, obviously. Looks great. But I've come to realize I want more of a plan for the videos, making them more concise. I can't be making these 45-minute videos. No one's going to realistically watch this. So I have a simple video plan. It's just I'll do top-down analysis of each stock I pick throughout the week. I have different resources, different reasons I'm picking stocks, but I have a watch list I create throughout the current week for this next week, right? Whatever. And then I'll choose my top 4 to 6, create a little trade plan. We'll try to do that in 20 minutes. So let's get after it. I have all these stocks here on my watch list on TradingView. So we will get right into it, starting with the long-term top-down analysis. So what we'll do is create some sections here. So this is like the founding video of the top-down analysis, or 20 minutes of stock charts. So we'll create a new section. We'll call this long-term bullish, or just long-term. And then if it's like we like a stock fitting long term, we'll put it, let's just go, right? Okay, so D-Wave Quantum, I want to buy this stock long term. Like I want to own something quantum at some point. It's not, I'm going to put everything in quantum. No, but I'd love to have some quantum in my portfolio. And then the first thing I want to say is the biggest thing I've learned about investing is selling your shares is actually a mistake, especially when you're young. Listen, here, I'll pull out some literature that just really changed the way I think about this, because I always want to share my knowledge. Do you want to make money, or would you rather fool around? And the biggest thing I've learned from this book is very simple. Very simple. It's the second part of every trade. It's what do you do with the money if you do sell a stock? Is it really going to be as good as holding the stock you already own? No. Not most of the time it won't be. So my current goal in the market is just accumulation of shares. That's the overall goal. It's ownership of stocks, of companies. Small little portions, and creating wealth in the market, because no one cares how much you trade, right? That you will never get rich trading. It's just like trying to get rich from a salary. It's not going to happen. You get rich because you own part of a business. You get rich because you own rental properties. You get rich because you're an owner. The owners get rich, or wealthy. Rich is such a word thrown away. It's wealthy. Wealthy people have optionality. They can choose how they want to spend their time. Wealthy people are the owners, the people that own their house. They aren't renting. There's nothing wrong with renting. See, this is why my videos end up being 45 minutes, because they go on these tangents. I just want to say, when I'm saying I want to buy a stock, I'm holding this for years. I'm not going to sell stocks anymore. I'm done making that mistake. I made it on Nebis. I'm done. I'm not doing it again. So, Quantum, QBTS, I want to own long term. It's looking up. It's looking good long term. Yes, there's still some selling pressure, but look at that. Right off the fair value is now support. I like this long term, actually. And this is just a long term. It's bullish. Applied Digital bullish. We don't even need to. Let's start going here. Broadcom looks great. Look at that hammer. They all fit the long term filter. I don't like QUBT here. This is how we're rapid firing. This is not long term. SoFi's not long term bullish. SoFi, I'm bullish shares. I'm holding SoFi. I'm bullish on SoFi. It's just right now selling pressure. You'll probably lose money, but great accumulation phase for SoFi. Look how it's just chilling in this zone. Redwire, long term bullish. Easy. Booster, easy. CoreWeave, just bought shares recently. Look how it hammered off this buy zone that I created, just using Fibonacci. Look at that. Precision. Boom, baby. Awesome. Bullish. Fluence energy. Looks great, actually. Look at that. Look at that candle. 98% in a week. Keel. I'm entering this stock. It's a little extended right now, but this thing's ripping. I'm looking to add shares right now. And long-term hold on Keel. I am adding shares on Monday, actually, tomorrow. Keel Infrastructure. Listen, Keel is a totally speculative stock. Do not put a lot of money into this, but, and look, it might hit resistance around 645, so I might be buying pretty damn high up, but, you know, it's like, I'm still going to add shares. It's very bullish right now. Iron, long shares as well. I own shares of Iron. Awesome. NNE, honestly, looks pretty good. It's not the best. It's not fully green. HIMS, also own shares of HIMS. Look at that candle. Right above the point of control. Great breakout. Great breakout. Great breakout. So look, top down, no, stocks get filtered out. Perfect. So these are the least attractive setups. They're not bad setups. It's just you got to filter something. So now we'll go to our charting setup. So this is just seeing, quite simply, relation to the moving averages, whatever, right? Quantum looks good. You know, I actually read at the 200. This is why it looks good. Right, and then we can start drawing some trend lines and stuff. Like, look at that. Oops. Ready? Look at this. There's your setup. And then I'll create another section called above the 9, which is just bullish near term. Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly bullish long term, but look at this nice little wedge here on QBT, and as you can see, volume drying up on this pullback and volume increasing on this nice candle. This is right near the EMA clusters. This is the 9 EMA, this white line here. Looks good. SoFi, look at that hammer off the 9. Nano Nuclear, it's above the 9, it still looks good. You know, it's above the 9, right at the 200. Look at the volume here. This is what you need to keep in mind here. Look at this. This is right at the 9 too. I honestly like QUBT better short term, but I like this long term. Dude, 33% one day. Insane. But yeah, I'm really trying to get into quantum. It's just like I don't have unlimited capital, you know. APLD, look at that volume decrease on the red day. Broadcom, wow. Look at that gap up. I haven't even looked at this chart. Look at this. What the heck? This thing was at 500 and then look at that. Look at this wick. This thing was at 500 to 370 in 4 days, 6 days. It's above the 9. It looks good. It's just slightly short-term bearish, actually. You want this to be green. It's not my favorite setup anymore because it's below fair value. Just Simple. Red wire looks fine. But I'm going to actually delete this. If it's below the 9, I'm just not going to trade it. See, this is how we do it. Broadcom, I'm still going to keep this because some of my buddies are watching this. I'll give them some charts. I don't know if I'll necessarily take this though. CoreWeave, banger. Still red somehow, but I mean, it's above fair value. That's like the biggest thing. It's really simple. That's why we do the top-down analysis. Is it above the 9 EMA? Is it red? Fair value band? Very simple things. And this is a lagging indicator, right? But as you can see, we're above and hammering off fair value. That's what you want to see. Like Broadcom, not my favorite setup just because it's below fair value. It's looking like it's gonna break out. Oh wait, I was gonna say all-time highs. It's not even close to all-time highs. Wow. Dude, I mean, there's some resistance, you know, but like above previous day high, this thing can run. Look at this increase in volume. This is your biggest teller. This much buying volume, amazing. Looks great. Fluence Energy, amazing hammer. Wow. Look at that. The thing is, you can tell the stock is extremely wicky and will fake you out a lot. Look at these wicks. This is not your favorite stock to trade probably, but it's above the 9 EMA. Keel is pretty extended, but I'm really trying to get into this. Crazy buying volume. Insane. Damn, this thing was at... But yeah, we get up here. You're gonna find... I feel like we'll find resistance here. Hopefully, hopefully it pulls back and I don't have to buy them necessarily tomorrow, but this is a long-term hold, speculative play. It's not a profitable company. This is not, oh, this is the core of my portfolio. No. It's speculative cash that could go crazy. It totally could. Cheap stock. It's an AI infrastructure play. Actually, looks kind of like a cup right here. Look, you know, and then it'll handle, and then bang, cup and handle. Here's the cup. Here's the handle. Hopefully it consolidates, flags a little bit, and then there you go. So I'd like to get in before it breaks out again, because long-term bullish, and that's what we're doing. You know, you can totally be wrong on stocks as long as you size properly. Don't be afraid of being wrong, and don't sell your stock. Like if it literally goes to zero, it would be fine. You know, but look at this cup and handle. I mean, above this level right here, right there on Keel, it's gone. Stock's gone. As you can see, you know, there's been some wicks right around. This is a very important level on Keel, but increase in volume right near here, I like it. You know, it could reject, but long-term trend is bullish. We're finding this resistance level again. Looks awesome. So I'm entering on Monday. I'm just, you know, if the position goes to zero, it's fine. You know, my portfolio will be fine. And then I'll show you one other stock that I will be buying on Monday, and then that's it. Iron, above the 9, love this stock. Clean up trend in HIMS, paid on Friday. Awesome. I actually had a nice call option. I'll show you my trade on HIMS from Friday, but yeah, they're all above the 9. They look fine. QBTS, like I might just, I'll find my favorite setups. Okay, we're already at 15 minutes on this screen recording, so we'll try to speed it up quick. So now we got to find things that are medium term bullish, things that are you'd buy a call option on, weekly call option, nothing crazy. Great setup on QBTS. I really do like this. I like QBTS for like a 2 to 3 week expiration call option. See how it opens on Monday. Yeah, bullish. Listen, if it fits the entry filter, we'll put it in. Okay, simple, simple, simple. Broadcom. Yep. Fluence. Corey still looks good. What I'm trying to do is like get rid of stocks, like get stocks out of here. Okay, so if I'll just delete it. Like, you can't trade every chart. It's not possible. I'll trade like one of these charts. It's like I'm just trying to show you things. Or show myself things, create plans. But dude, this level on Keel is really good. Dude, look at that. These are all bullish. Awesome. So, the simple trading strategy you can just take is above previous day high and pre-market high. So, previous day high on Ooster for like on Monday, the previous day high should be because market closed on Thursday, 46.83. And you'd want to take it above previous day high, pre-market high. So I'll mark those levels. They're marked for me by this indicator I have. All these stocks look good, by the way. Like, they all look good. They're all bullish. I'm telling you, you break this level right here on Keel, dude, sky is the limit. Like, you break this with volume, see you later. So this chart, this intraday chart, is more about when I'm actually taking a trade. So I have a fully convergent chart, which would be essentially, say, the entry filter on Fluence Energy is green and green, so we have buying pressure and we're above fair value right here, right? Green and green, green, green on the entry filter, which is medium term, and then we go to intraday, same chart. We want this to be green and this to be green. That's 4 confluent things on 2 different time frames, and that's how I determine or follow my system. And then I have a simple stop loss and sizing parameters, and it's kind of hard to it's really easy to screw it up, but it's just fun. It's fun game. So how about this? I'll create a trade plan for Broadcom for my buddy quick. So if I were to take Broadcom at Monday open, I'd for sure want to be above 412.70. As you can see, we've rejected twice, so I just marked this level 412.70. Right? So this would be our first alert. Right? I want to be above here. And then when we have pre-market, on Monday morning before market opens, I would mark the pre-market high. So say preferably pre-market highs above previous day high already. That's a pretty good thing. So say pre-market high is right here at 413. Just say pre-market high is 413. I'd put another level, or it would be marked by my indicator. So say pre-market high $413. Chop, whatever. I'd create another alert. Doesn't have to be that granular. You can make an alert right in between here if you want. 3 alerts, same chart, to get yourself to buy it. And say, hey, I broke previous day high, pre-market high on a bullish stock. Then what I'd do, say I want to trade Broadcom right away. I'd go stay on this filter, the entry filter, make sure it stays green and green. That's it. That's so simple. And if we're above here, I like it. I like it for continuation. Go on intraday. We already broke the levels. Price is above the levels. Hopefully it's not super extended from the moving averages. Breaks this with volume. Boom. Take a call option, manage your risk. Like, whatever happens, right? It's a trade. You collect the data. Journal. Screenshot the charts you're trading. Build a system. I've really focused on building a system with my trading. I track my risk management proportion. I track everything. I track the ticker. I track if it's fully confluent. And this has taken over a year to kind of refine my system. And it's just, I feel a lot more confident in what I'm trading now because I've actually had a system where I can collect data. Trade is not an attack on your ability or smartness. A trade should just be data. You shouldn't be oversizing. You shouldn't make positions emotional, right? You should follow a system and then rotate your profits when you make money on options into shares and then hold the shares. Stop selling shares for profits. I'm done doing it. Shares are for ownership. The people that have the wealth, the freedom in life are the owners. It's like, okay, if I really needed to, I could sell my position and I would be fine, right? But you don't, because your position keeps paying you. So there's nothing that gets me more excited than buying shares of stock, which is super nerdy. I don't care. Nothing gets me more excited than buying shares of companies. It's the best thing to do with your money, in my opinion. And I don't know. It really invigorates me, So, trade plan on Broadcom, for example. You want to be above previous day high, set an alert. Watch the chart, watch the moving averages. If you're above the moving averages, if you have a confluent chart above previous day high, pre-market high, say, I don't know what pre-market high is, but say it's right around here. You're above both the levels, above the moving averages intraday. Send it. Manage your risk regardless. You can trade a good winning stock and still get a bad entry and have to stop out. So you kind of got to lock in on your entry, especially near the moving averages. Last thing I'll do on this video, the best entry, say here's your moving averages. The best entry on a candle, is this. It's a dragonfly doji. So say this is a candle, this is a candle. You want to enter right there when it's the dragonfly, and then usually it'll just keep extending up. Like that's how the candle will finish. But you want to enter right there when it's the dragonfly. This is a candle right there. That's your entry off the moving averages. If you get it on that doji candle, it's a prime entry, especially off the 9. Say this is a 9, this is a 21. If you get a dragonfly doji entry on the 21 EMA, 5-minute time frame, or 9 EMA, bang, look at that. That looks awesome. And just manage your risk because it totally can reverse. Oh, and I'll show you my trade on HIMS quick, and then I'll be done. So we took HIMS on Thursday. So I always mark I journal every trade, screenshots, right? This is a 10-minute trade, 40+%. Still actually kept printing the rest of the day, but it's fine. Entered here, broke a 5-day high. Strong buying pressure. Here, well, I don't trade extended trading hours. Broke the 5-day high on volume. Entered this candle, little indecision candle, boom. Sold the top of this candle. Felt nice. That's it. So, let's go. All these charts look great, actually. On the side here. And then the last thing, I will be buying more Zeta on Monday. That's it. All right, let's go. Excited to bring these videos back. I enjoy them, and it helps me build a little bit of a plan. Plans change. Expect your plan to change, but if you have a system to back you up, it makes a little more sense going along the way. So let's go. See you later.